Hello and welcome to the video. It's Icy Eagle here, and today we're playing Train Simulator 2020, and we're going to be doing a route in the UK. We're doing a route that I've done quite a lot actually in real life. It goes from London all the way to Sheffield, up near the north, and it takes about 2 hours. It's East Midlands trains, and the section we've got on the actual game is London St Pancras to Bedford. And I was thinking of doing this mission, leaving so soon. We start at St Pancras and we go all the way to St Albans. It's not too much of a journey. It's probably about 20 miles in real life, and it says about 35 minutes at estimated time. So we start at St Pancras, as I said. We go to St Albans. We then pull into one of the sidings there, where we have 10 minutes respite. This service will later go on to form the 1314 St Albans to Sutton, Surrey service. So I don't think we're going to be doing this because someone else will be taking over. But it's a nice sort of summer's cloudy day. It's good weather, no rain. So let's get into it. So here we are, we're at St Pancras. This is our class 319, I think, 319. I don't think we're starting in the main bit of St Pancras. Like St Pancras is it's quite a famous station. It's probably the most famous station in the UK. It's got sort of 16 platforms, I think. It's also got an international service. So I think it's called, the actual train station is called St Pancras International Train Station. I think it's got trains from London all the way to Paris, Brussels, and recently Amsterdam. You can also go to sort of Disneyland Paris directly from the station, and I don't think it takes that long. It takes about 3 hours to Paris, so it's quite a good alternative to actually flying, because with flying you've got security, you've got all these long delays, but from here you just sort of hop on one of these trains and you're just immediately in Paris. So I'm just gonna let on some of these passengers. Yeah, there we go, St Pancras Thames Link. We're on one of those underground platforms. So I'm just going to try and get a better view of St Pancras itself. Yeah, this is sort of like the old part from like the 1800s when it was first built. It was just, if you come here in real life, it's just magnificent. You've just got an amazing arched roof, always sort of like famous brickwork. Down here it's a shopping centre, like loads of shops. Yeah, as you can see, we've got Hop Shop. I'm not sure if that's meant to be Top Shop or not. Yeah, but this is where the sort of Eurostar goes from. And this is usually, these other platforms I usually go from sort of like London to Derby, London to Sheffield, up in the north. Anyway, enough talking. We need to get moving. So let's get it set up. I think we can be on our way. Let's get rolling. I think I talked a bit too long there, so hopefully it doesn't mess us up with all the timings. But as we leave St Pancras Thames Link, I think we we go up a hill to get back to ground level. Go to Kentish Town. I've never actually been to Kentish Town in real life. I'm not sure if there's much there. I think it's near Camden Town. Like Camden Town's sort of very famous, especially with the youth, with younger people. We love going to Camden Town. There's loads of sort of shops and bars and restaurants, and loads of flats. I think it's where famous younger people like Amy Winehouse lived. It's sort of like a cultural, musical hotspot kind of area down there. It's actually pretty nice. We have a lock, which is sort of a river feature, I think, or canals. Like you get loads of canal boats using the lock. They've got Camden Lock Market. It's so good if you're into your sort of street food. You should definitely go there, because they've got dozens and dozens of different options, all from sort of like British burgers, all the way to Chinese, Indian, Mexican, Puerto Rican, I think, Portuguese. I've got all kinds. I could literally spend all day there and not get bored. Maybe even all week there. It's so insane. Anyway, I think we're actually pretty close to Kentish Town. It wasn't much of a journey whatsoever, like about a mile. Oh, that's a good sounding hole. It sounds so deep. So rich and deep. Anyway, it looks like we've got a single yellow there. So we better be careful. Yeah, single yellow, so it means the next one should be red. But as you can see, we can still get to the platform through reds at the end of the platform, so we should be alright just to roll in. I've not actually used this train before, so I'm not sure how well it actually brakes. I've got to be careful, I don't want to overshoot the platform on the very first attempt. So rolling in about 30 miles per hour. Let's slow it down a little. Oh yeah, we're stopping nicely. Let's just stop a tad more. Not sure why I meant to stop with 4 cars, 4 carriages long. So ideally we want to look for, it should be a 4 marker. Well, that's an S marker. Maybe I've missed a 4 marker, but we're on the platform, we're only about 10 seconds late. And here we go, Kentish Town. As I say, I've never been here, but I'd like to go here one day or another. It's near Camden Town, so it might be sort of similar. It might have loads of cool shops and restaurants, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I wonder where our next stop is. Pick up passengers from West Hampstead to Thameslink. Alright, okay, so we've got about 4 minutes to get there. Yeah, 2.44 miles, it's still not far. I think the doors are just about shut in. Yeah, let's make our way, no time to waste. I'm playing on career mode, so I think it measures your points based on how quickly you get to destinations or sort of how close you stick to a timetable. Obviously you don't want to speed. This is the speed limit here at the moment, 30 miles per hour. You get points deducted if you go over. I'm just slightly over, but I think it usually gives you 1 mile per hour leeway, so as long as I don't go like 31.0 miles per hour, I should be fine. Well, let's get moving. 50 miles per hour. I think it doesn't go up here at the moment, it's 30, even though we passed that 50 sign. I think it's because the last carriage has to basically go over that 50 line as well. So the whole of the train needs to go over. Anyway, we've got a green light. We can be on our way. Yeah, usually whenever I do this route, we don't stop at all these stations, but I'm going up near the north, sort of Derby and the East Midlands and Sheffield, up in the north, so we don't really stop off at any of these train stations. Like the next one we might stop at is, oh, we've just got to be careful, it's two double yellows here. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but we can go up to 75. Yeah, the first sort of station we might stop off at is, sometimes it's Leicester, which is actually a good just over an hour away from London St Pancras, so it's a decent journey. Or sometimes some trains stop off at Luton, which is about 20-25 minutes. So it just depends what train you're on. But the East Midlands ones are pretty fast, it can get you up to the north of England within about 2 hours into Sheffield. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, so this is a double yellow as well, so we could well be sort of following a train or something along this line, so hopefully it's moving about the same speed as us. But anyway, we need to slow down. We're almost in West Hampstead. Yeah, the brakes seem pretty sharp on this. Yeah, double yellow, so we're alright, just coming to a platform. The brakes seem really sharp on it, so I don't have to brake super early. Yeah, if I start slowing down now, so about a quarter of a mile away, bringing it down to 50. That's coming down nicely. 40, maybe a tad too fast actually. Yeah, look at this coming in nicely. Can the speed off. 30. Where do I need to stop? Maybe it wants me to stop there, yeah, for service. I've overshot a little bit, but we're still on the platform, right? That's all which matters. Like the back would definitely be on. Yeah, for some reason it wanted us to use like pretty much just the start of a platform. Like we even overshot that and there's not much room there, but there's loads of room here. I wonder where our next stop is. Crinklewood. I can say I've never been to Crinklewood. I've been to one or two of these places, or at least sort of like drove past them. So, although I live in sort of like the north of England or Midlands of England, I used to come to London quite a lot, mostly for the football or to sort of see family. I've got quite a lot of family living in the south. Wait, let's shut these doors. Let's get on a move. Mad ferrets, pet supplies. We love all pets. I love some of these advertisements in this game. They're so good, aren't they? They're so funny. Anyway, as I say, I've travelled the longest route, but usually I've sort of like just been on a fast train, so we've been going like 75 miles per hour through all of these stations. So it's quite nice to actually sort of go through this a lot slower and get to see some of the scenery. Although there's not much at the moment because we're still in London and there's no sort of big landmarks where we currently are. It's mostly just a residential area. But it's still pretty nice just to sort of have a nice chilled... Oh, I thought one of those red lights were for me. Yeah, we've got the double yellow, so we're alright for now. Anyway, we're stopping at Crinklewood, so we better start slowing down. This journey's non-stop. I keep meaning to talk about something, then all of a sudden the next station's just approaching. Yeah, as I say, we're in a residential area now. We might get into the countryside in a bit once we get out of London. Yeah, I think called... How far does this go? St Albans. Yeah, we might get a bit of nice countryside. So that should be pretty good in a bit. Right, okay, Crinklewood, better start slowing down already, even though it feels like I've just left the last platform. You can probably walk from these platforms to platforms. Like, it's about a mile, so it'll probably take like 20 minutes. It's not far whatsoever. I'm surprised it's stopping off this much. It feels like I'm a tram service, almost. Okay, it's quite a small platform, so I better start slowing down. It wants me to stop here, so on the brakes a bit more. Oh, would you look at that? Just a tad short, but are we on the platform? Yes, we are. Absolutely love it. Yeah, anyway. Oh, I accidentally put that on, but I think the brakes lock it down, so it's alright. Anyway, I want to talk about what's to come in the future. Obviously, this is my first YouTube video. Hopefully you're enjoying it. It's not just going to be Train Simulator, it's going to be a multitude of games for now. Yesterday I streamed on Twitch. Streamed a bit of Euro Truck Simulator. Like, I used a mod called Pro Mods. I'm not sure if you've heard of it or if you've even heard of Euro Truck Simulator. But it basically adds loads of cities and adds them like in real good detail. Yeah, so I was streaming that yesterday over on my Twitch. Hashtag plug. It's basically the same name as this channel, Icy Eagle TV. And just sort of like, it was a nice chilled stream, sort of just driving a truck really. Just driving a truck, mostly around the UK and Ireland. Starting in where I currently live in Manchester, that's where I started off the garage. And yeah, sort of the future. Basically I want to sort of start to grow this YouTube channel. Play a few more games. Stream a bit. Get some of you involved, it'll be well fun. Oh, what do we have here? Double yellow. Yeah, play some I'm into all kinds of games really. I'm into sort of obviously the simulators like Euro Truck Simulator, Train Simulator, iRacing as well. And I'm also into chill games like Xbox games like FIFA, Call of Duty Warzone, or also Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a pretty good one. I can't wait till the new Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been about 14 years since the last one. The next one's pretty close. Hopefully it's 2020. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed because of what's going on. I better start slowing down and going 73 miles per hour. But yeah, hopefully the next Microsoft Flight Simulator is really good. The trailers make it look astonishing. They make it look so detailed, every single area. I just hope it is not a flop like say No Man's Sky was when that got released. But hopefully it's pretty good. It looks like you need quite a beefy computer to be able to run it. But you can play it on the Xbox One. Like it's coming out on the actual Xbox One, not even the Xbox Series, isn't it? So maybe you don't need a beefy laptop. Oh, would you look at this? Really early, a full minute early. I don't know where we've clawed that time from. Hendon. I can't say I've ever been to Hendon either. I know it's sort of North London. I think this is the start of the M1 motorway. I think it goes all the way from London, sort of like Brent's Cross area in London. Then it goes all the way, I think, up towards Edinburgh in Scotland. Yeah, that's sort of the start. That's the start of the M1. And it literally goes up past near where I live, East Midlands Airport, all the way up to sort of Sheffield, where I went to university, up sort of like towards Scotland. So yeah, it's a really, really long road, isn't it? It must be hundreds of miles long. Anyway, we've got some chill time here. So yeah, I want to sort of, in the future, I want to play more simulators, some racing games, all kinds of things like City Skylines seems pretty good. Even GTA 5 racing. It'll be well good to sort of get an open lobby up and running. Play some sort of chill races, maybe some more serious ones as well. Should be pretty interesting. Recently I also bought a new mic. I'm not sure if the audio quality is good or not. Hopefully it's good, because the alternative was just the laptop mic and as you know, that wouldn't have been very good. You'll just be able to hear the constant fans of the laptop, but hopefully you can't hear the fans in the background, because sometimes they do get quite loud. But yeah, it sounds like this mic is doing a quite a good job, at least to sort of a starter mic. I want to upgrade further down the line, but it's alright for now. Let me know if you have any feedback as well, sort of with YouTube, if I could do anything better, if you like anything, any constructive criticism or anything that could help me. I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. Don't feel like you have to, but I would really appreciate it if you could give me any pointers. But let's just be careful here. We've got a 60mph speed limit coming up, and I didn't know whether or not to put the face camera on a YouTube video. I guess it's just for fans, like for people watching, their preference. Whether you like the webcam here, you like to see my face, or if you'll just sort of rather see the game. I guess in something like Train Simulator, there's not much happening in the top left of the screen. Like maybe if I'm outside, but still it's not super important. So maybe for like different games I can add a webcam or not add a webcam. But the Train Simulator, it seems to be fine. But let me know if you'd like me to get rid of the face camera or keep it. Hopefully I'm going to get a new webcam as well, or a new camera further down the line, like pretty soon. So hopefully it's a bit better quality in the future. But yeah, I would really appreciate it. Any feedback whatsoever, thank you. Anyway, Mill Hill Broadway, yeah, we're still this line goes. I better start slowing down. It goes sort of like directly adjacent to the M1. So when you're on the M1 driving along, you can literally just see trains fly by here like at 90 miles per hour. You've got sort of East Midlands Main Line or Midlands Main Line trains on these two lines, which just fly through stations like these. And you've got these two lines which are the stopper lines, like to stop off at all these stations. Yeah, so look at this. I'm starting to get used to this train now. How quickly it brakes. Coming into a station nicely. Where am I meant to stop? Yeah, there's a full marker down there, so a tad early, but let's just come off the brakes. There we go. Let's nicely bring it to a stop. Let's see if I can do it from here. Oh, going a bit too fast. Was that it? Or yeah, that's the sign. So we're actually almost bang on. You're just sort of a metre away, but I'll take it. Yeah, so this is the M1 here. It's literally like the other side of the actual fence. Like the other side of the platform, we're really close. Anyway, I don't think we're too far away. Yeah, we've done quite a few stops. This is our 5th stop. We've got about 3 or 4 more stops. Elstree and Boreham Woods. I've heard of that before. I think it's where BBC, which is sort of like the main broadcasting, it's the main TV company in the UK. I think it's where they film a lot of things. They might film EastEnders, which is a massive sort of British soap. Like, I've never really watched it. I can't really tell you what a soap is. Although it's something you usually watch yourself with, but I think in this context it's just loads of sort of fictional characters basically living life. Like there's nothing sort of special, just sort of like living life in the east of London. And I think there's a show every day of every weekday, so it's 5 shows a week, like 5 30-minute shows. It's been going on for like the last 30 years or something. I wonder if anyone's ever watched every single episode, because surely there must be like thousands and thousands, like 10,000 episodes or something. Like that's a lot of your life spent watching EastEnders. But maybe I should give it a go. Maybe I should watch like 1 episode, see if I can get into it. So I imagine once you get into it, it's pretty interesting. So if you follow like the characters as they progress, sort of watching them every day almost, watching them progress sort of like year after year. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty interesting to some people, but can't say I've given it a try myself. Yeah, so I think Elstree and Boreham Wood is where they film it, and I think where they also filmed Harry Potter. Like you can go to the Harry Potter world, which is a bit like, well, it's not a theme park, it's just more of a tourist attraction. The Harry Potter world is sort of at the next station. I've not been myself, I've not watched Harry Potter, but I've heard it's good. I've heard you can get stuff like butterbeer in Harry Potter world, which is sort of a nice butterscotch soft drink. I have to give it a try one day. I can't believe I've never watched Harry Potter. A lot of people have. A lot of people say it's one of their favourite series or books or films of all time. But no, I haven't given it a go. I've actually got the first book, but I've just not given time to read it yet. We're almost at the next stop. It's actually quite a speedy train. It sort of gets up to speed really quickly. It also brakes really quick. I'm well impressed with it. I wonder what it's like inside. Here we go. Better start slowing down actually. I'm going way too fast into this station. It's quite a nice chill train. Okay, let's ease off the brakes a little bit. See the Welsh shop, I was so close to the platform there, going about 70 miles per hour. Then you just put on the brakes slightly, then all of a sudden I'm just at a stop. Okay, where's the 4 marker? 4 marker. Maybe it's just at the end. S. Or we'll stop here. We'll try and get them all under shelter. Oh, not quite. Not that it's raining. I don't know why I need to get them under the shelter, but let's let them off. Let's see who. Is anyone joining our train? No? No one wants to join our little train? Deep fried chicken and pizza. Yes, please. Oh, are you joining our train? Yes, I think you did. Can we see you on the train anywhere? Oh, what about you? Yes. Come along, hop on this train. Who jumped on? Was it him? I know he was wearing something green. Right, let's get moving. Whoa, this is weird. Hello, 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 goodbye. I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoy this journey. Have a safe journey and I'll see you in a bit. Hello. Well, next station. It was actually, for like this mission, 2.6 miles is actually quite a long journey. Believe it or not. Yeah, so the next station is Radlett. Alright, I've got a green light. I think now we're almost starting to get into the countryside. We must be pretty close towards sort of the M25. The M25 can't be too far away because I know St Albans isn't within the M25, so it must be pretty close. Like, if you don't know, the M25 it's a massive road. It's sort of a massive 100-mile long road that goes all the way around London, with London being in the centre. It's just a massive sort of ring road. It's always sort of world renowned for being super busy, super slow. Like, it's got a speed limit of 70 miles per hour, but you'll be lucky if you're doing like 30 miles per hour on the road. It's just always jam-packed. I've never been on it personally, at least like myself driving. But yeah, I've just heard it's a nightmare. You always hear on traffic reports of it being super busy. Oh, we're not even too far away now. 1.25 miles. Literally, we're 1 mile away and we're doing 80 miles per hour. That's how good this train is. Right, let's ease off the gas a bit, ease off the accelerator. Let's dabble on the brakes. Slow it a tad down. We don't have to slow it down loads yet. Just as long as we've got the train under control, that's all which matters. Right, okay, now I can probably. It's actually slowing reasonably well. As long as we're sort of coming into a station at about 35 miles per hour, I'm happy. Okay, it's not too far, so let's slow down a bit more. Yeah, we're fine. Look at this. Yeah, 35. Bang on 35 as we come in. It's actually quite a short platform for this, so I underestimated it, but the train's pretty good. Let's try and line it up. I think that is perfect. That's dead on. Would you look at that? That is too good, if I say so myself. The treble. That is so cheap. For three different like beef patties. 1, 2, 3 cheeses as well. Some sauce. Look at that HD sauce. That's what we're talking about. HD gherkins. Oh, delicious. Sorry about the ASMR, by the way. I won't be making that noise again, don't worry. Hello, London. That's so funny how I've just got. It's my favourite advertisement. Train Simulator. I beg your pardon. I'm rude of you to interrupt me. What would you look at that? Hello London. Don't know what that says. But look at that, was so funny. Just a train coming out of Buckingham Palace. I think it's Buckingham Palace. Yeah, it's where the guards are, like the Reds. I wasn't trying to touch her inappropriately, don't worry. Yeah, it's where the guards are. I think so. I'll give whoever made this game SES software, or is that Euro Truck Simulator? No, Dovetail. That's who made it. Yeah, I'll give them props to that. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I think this is our last stop for passengers actually, so sorry about everyone on this train. Even though there's no one here. All of these lovely people. Sorry to say, you're going to have to get off at the next stop. But I hope they all enjoyed the journey. I hope they've been thoroughly refreshed. If they've been able to grab a tea, coffee, some nice biscuits along the journey, looking at this lovely scenery. Yeah, we're fully out into the countryside now, I think. I was to say that there's like, yeah, we're out into the countryside. A few industrial things going on. Oh, look, there's train lines going into that factory. Something, I wonder what it is. Yeah, there's still sort of some industrial going about. But we are pretty close to London, to be fair, which is a massive capital. It's like the biggest city in the UK, obviously. So you can't expect countryside sort of like that as soon as you leave London. We're getting a bit of it. I wonder if that's the M25 potentially. It could well be that we just passed over, like that busy road that I was just talking about. I think we just passed over that. Yeah, because it is pretty close to St Albans, but it's definitely south of it, so we definitely would have passed it along this journey. Jeez, look how quickly we're going. Almost 90 miles per hour. It's insane. This little train is a speedy beast, isn't it? Look at it go. Incredible. Oh, what have we got up here? That's not green, is it? Okay, let's ease off the accelerator a little bit. But okay, we've got double yellow, so we've got to be careful of our speeds. And we've got to drop it to 80 anyway, so let's slow it down a little. What was that warning for? Oh right, so it must be a warning for dropping to 80. Yeah, we're pretty close to the end here, so that's the platform. I think, yeah, the green one's the platform. Let's just be a tad careful here. I think apparently we've only got a minute before we're late, so we've got to semi-be almost aggressive here as we come into the platform. Let's try and drop it. It's definitely 65. There's a speed limit coming up. Yeah, we better start braking now, otherwise we're going to overshoot the platform. And then I don't know what would happen because the passengers can't get off because it's just the end of a line. They have to reverse, but are you even allowed to reverse a train in real life? Isn't that like strictly prohibited or something? Yeah, we've got a red light there, so we better be careful not to overshoot. Where's the 4 marker? Or do we just go near the end? Here we go, 4 marker. Let's try and nail this last one. Let's see if we can get it bang on. That should do it, just a tad over. That's a sign that we just went past, but overall a pretty good journey. I don't know anything that I did majorly wrong. Right. Apparently this is St Albans. What have you got here? This is like the exterior of the station. How big is it? I've always wondered how big St Albans is. How many platforms does it have? That's 4 platforms, so it's not tiny, but it's not massive. Like it said we needed permission, so if we press F1, so we need to stop first. About 0.2 miles way down here. I think if we press this, yeah. Request to pass signal at danger approved. So I think technically what that means is we can just ignore this red light. And hopefully we can just go straight through. Hopefully it doesn't fail me. Hopefully it doesn't sort of just say mission failed. You're an idiot for going through a red light. But let's find out. So I've got 15 miles per hour, so let's be careful. Please, fingers crossed. It seems to be fine, thank goodness for that. Let's just slowly roll into here. Yeah, there we go. That's where we're stopping, I think. So we can just ease it in. There we go, slightly brake. I don't want to hit the red barrier. I want to get close to it, but I don't want to hit it. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Slow it down a tad more. And I think that will do nicely. Are we in the other side? Yeah, definitely are. Okay. Do I need to do anything for the mission to be over? I think that's it. Yeah, number 10, stop at St Albans Centre Siding. St Albans Centre Siding, yeah, that's where we are, so hopefully once this gets to the top, it'll be mission success. Driver, you have enough time to grab some lunch before this scenario forms. 1314 St Albans to Sutton. Scenario complete, yes, get in there. You scored 1000. Yes, we got the gold star, I think. Wait, does that mean we got no minus points whatsoever? Or we got 1000 out of 1000? 112. Why are these all 112 and then this is 107? Well, anyway, I think we got full marks. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if I can do anything to improve or if you enjoyed it. Maybe hit the like button or even subscribe if you want more. As I say, I'll be playing more games like Euro Truck Simulator 2, iRacing, FIFA, maybe even a bit of Call of Duty, but mostly iRacing, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Also, if you want to hop into one of my live streams, I've got a Twitch account. I've just started live streaming on Twitch at Icy Eagle TV. That's twitch.tv. And then the like slash icon. And then Icy Eagle TV. I want to sort of, I've just started a new Euro Truck Simulator 2 profile there, so I'm streaming that currently. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really thank you for watching, and I hopefully see you soon. See you next time. Goodbye.